Hi, this is Darren Root, CEO of Root Works.
And I am Stacy Kildall, owner and operator of Kildall Services, LLC.
Coming to you with another episode of Talk in the Clouds.
Talk in the Clouds.
So today it's kind of hard to talk about the cloud without talking about social media.
Yeah, right?
So tell me what you know about social media.
Here's what I know about social media. I'm sort of an addict. That's what I know.
You're an addict?
Yeah.
Social media addict, okay. I'm
And
cool with
one of
that.
the reasons why I got dragged, first of all, a little backstory, I got dragged kicking and screaming to Twitter, or
Okay.
what I like to call the Twitters, a few years ago.
Okay.
Probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Right when it first started to do like tweet chats.
Sure.
And oh boy. And so now I love the Twitters. And so we have Reader for QuickBooks.
Why do you use Twitter?
So we use Twitter because it's a really nice way to interact with people. It's a great news source at this point in the game. But when we first started the show, when we first started at RFQ, we had no sponsors. We had no budget.
Yeah.
We had nothing. I mean, we had no way. So we use social media to go from having no listeners to having, some of our episodes have 20, 25,000 listens. They've been listened to tens of thousands of times. And we did that. We built that with social media. We did that with Twitter and a Facebook page to start with. And now we use Google+. One of my favorites is Vine. I love the Vine app. And so it's a really great way to connect. I've had people hire me, Kildall Services, because he was reading my Twitter feed.
Okay.
He went to my website, saw my Twitter feed, started reading it, and he said, "You seem really tech savvy, and we build websites. I need you to do my books."
So there's a number of ways to use, from what I'm hearing you say, there's a number of ways that Twitter can become important. Just to get information out, like Radio Free QuickBooks.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, if you tweet that and I'm following you and I retweet it and there's 5,000 people following me,
Right.
the power of that can be pretty big, right? Just getting information out.
Yes.
You talked about news, so it's a nice way maybe even to consume or get news out as well.
Yep.
It's also maybe a nice way just to connect and talk to people.
Yeah. I have met somebody via Twitter. She's in Michigan.
Okay.
She lives up in the UP. She's a pro advisor, and she's great. We email, talk to each other probably every couple weeks, every couple months.
How much time do you spend on Twitter a day?
Oh, not that much time. I really don't spend that much time because you don't really need to. That's what's great about something like Twitter is they're little tiny sound bites, 140 characters. But what's nice is if I want to spend more time and I see articles, then I can. Sometimes I just scroll through and I see what's going on. And that's just one social media outlet.
Let's talk about Facebook.
So I also was really reluctant to create a Facebook page for my company because I wasn't always the biggest Facebook fan. Now I'm a huge addict.
Another addict.
I know
you have a lot of addictions.
Well, like with the social media, it's all kind of part and parcel. So I just posted a picture of us here on my Kildall Services page filming this because it's fun. And what I like about that is it gives you more, you can kind of share more bigger stories or a little bit more information with Facebook than you can, like Twitter or Vine or something like that. And I like them because they let your potential customers or your potential clients get to know you personally as well as your company personally. As they get to know you and they get to know what you're kind of all about and what your values are as a company and as a person, your sense of humor, it's a great way to get that across. So, So some of the challenges that I see with Facebook, for me personally,
is, I have certainly my family and friends, people that know me and that I interact with in a very personal sort of way. And then I have Darren Root, who's the CEO of Root Works, that deals with hundreds of CPA firms across the country.
Right.
That's different, right? And then I'm executive editor of CPA Practice Advisor, and that's different. So you've got these different hats that a lot of us wear.
Right.
How do you bring those, figuring out what information to share, and whether it's, I don't want to bore my family with business things,
right?
But I also don't want to I don't want everybody tightly into my personal life.
Exactly.
And so you've got that balance you got to figure out.
And I think that's a really good point. And my rule has always been, if I don't know you, if I haven't had a few conversations and know you, if I don't have your cell phone, if I can't just send you a text, I don't friend you on Facebook.
Okay.
Because I don't want people seeing pictures of my kids, and I don't want people seeing that I'm on vacation. So that's why you need to create a Facebook page for your business.
Yeah.
And you can post the businessy stuff on your Facebook page. You can post on your Facebook page and share your personal if it's something that you think your friends and your family and the people that you connected with on Facebook would be interested in. But I generally leave LinkedIn to, like, if I meet somebody at a conference or a lot of the people that I have met during the QuickBooks Online training this summer, I tell them find me on LinkedIn. I'm not, and I tell them right when I'm training, if you go to friend me on Facebook, I'm not going to friend you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Just because I taught you for 6 hours or 4 hours or whatever it is, doesn't mean and don't be offended. Come find me on LinkedIn. I think that's what.
So
LinkedIn
you're
is.
using LinkedIn as your real business connection.
Yes, I really,
those random business connections, just so that you're connected.
Yep.
In Facebook, you're leaving a little bit more personal, although you've got the business page that's over there. But sometimes, it's a lot of effort to go get people liking your business page so they see it. And
here's the thing, I don't really worry about how many people are liking my business page. I think, I don't think I have 100 people liking my Kelvin Services Facebook page. That doesn't bother me, because I'm not collecting likes and I'm not collecting Twitter followers.
Sure.
The people I want to follow me are the ones that are interested in it. I don't want somebody to just like me just for the sake of liking me. I want them to have some sort of investment in it, so that if they see something, put an effort into it. So when they see something, they will share it. So they're following me for a reason. I don't want numbers just to have numbers. I don't really care about that. And that's really important too. When you have to think about what you're posting as well. So you have to be really careful.
part of your brand.
Yes, and not only that, but you don't want to bore people.
If I post pictures of me in my Speedo, that's becomes a part of the brand. I'm just teasing you.
Well, you
That
can
doesn't
post that
really
on
happen.
Your personal page.
That doesn't really
Maybe
happen.
not on CPA Practice Advisor. There's a venue for everything.
But it's part of your brand.
Yeah.
There is a personal brand that extends everywhere you are. And I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that we have to be thoughtful about what we do, what our social media strategy is. So
You
we
have to have one.
You have to have one. So second point that I want to make is, this idea about what to post.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way we develop our social media strategy inside of RootWorks, and I do for Root and Associates, and even for me personally to a degree, is I want to post content that's helpful to people.
Exactly.
So on the Root and Associates, my accounting firm's webpage, we might want to post, hey, did you know tax estimates are due September 15th?
Exactly.
Or did you know that October 1st you have to have the Obama or the Affordable Care Act notice to your employees or small businesses? Things that are helpful.
But do you ever just post something that you think is kind of funny?
Sure.
Okay. And I think that that's really important, because if it's all worky work,
Absolutely.
People kind of start to tune out because they know that's what it's always coming. So that's why I like to post, everybody likes cat pictures, and every
Again,
once
it's
in a while you got to
part of your brand. You gotta, you don't want to be all business all the time.
No.
Some people may, but I mean, the quirkiness is what sells for you. And to me, people expect a little bit more conservative, so the quirky makes it interesting, right? And makes it a little bit more fun.
They don't really expect conservative from me.
I don't.
No, most people don't. And most people are shocked that I have no tattoos.
I think I was shocked when I asked you that question.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask if I have tattoos. I don't have any.
That's good to know.
Yeah. They always expect me to have like 3 or 4.
I was going to say 2. But the point I think we're making is that, in this whole cloud thing, that social media has to be a component.
Yes.
It's the way you extend your reach. It's the way you, communicate with a lot of people. And you have to focus on what that strategy looks like, have one, and then what you're going to put out there.
And you have to be really careful too. One of the rules that we have is we avoid very touchy subjects, and I do it personally
Sure.
and on a business level. So, you know, we usually avoid politics and religion.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't talk about them on your business page, because you have the chance to just polarize.
Sure.
And
Those are very personal things.
yeah, and so we just leave them alone, but make it fun and make it interesting, and know what you want to get out of it. Do you just want to have an online presence and let people know who you are, or do you want to ultimately let them know, hey, I'm available here and you can hire me? I mean, you have to look at it. Some people just
Yeah.
post and they have their stuff out there, and it just is what it is.
Just random. So
Right.
your brand becomes random.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, to your point, have a strategy, know what you want to get out of this, and then go for that.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Cool.
High fives. Peace out.